Hello traders, welcome to this FXDD video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency, and before we take a look at the charts though, be aware of this risk disclaimer explaining the fact that trading for exchange and global financial markets is considered high risk and may not be suitable for everyone. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. And this video is for informational and educational purposes only. If you're interested in joining the live webinars, check out these two links, top one for live trading, bottom one for live educational webinars from Nenad and myself. And if you don't want to miss anything, then just join or subscribe to the FXDD YouTube channel. All of the webinars and videos are uploaded there. All right, first of all, the euro dollar. Of course, on Thursday, the 12th of September, there is a euro interest rate decision by the European Central Bank, ECB. So price could be slow on the euro before that event goes sideways, be a bit choppy and corrective. And then before or during and after typically that event, price can accelerate and start to show more momentum, depending a bit on, of course, what the ECB is going to say. Is there news about further expansion of the monetary policy? Is there going to be more easing or more tightening? With easing, of course, there will be euro weakness. So that is a fundamental part. Our videos are more focused on technicals. From a technical point of view, there is a big wick from a few days ago on this daily candle that's still the dominant selling pressure here, I think, and the upside has not been able to take control or keep control. That said, if we do take a look at the hourly chart, I think that the momentum is still up at this moment. So for the moment, downside may be the most likely if price is able to push through, and it is trying to push through right now, actually. This trend line, the 21 and the 144 EMA, breakout to the downside is possible. And that's considering the kind of choppy correction here likely. But the downside is not going to last too long, I think, considering this strong 5-wave up. And therefore, if I put a fib from this bottom to this top, I would expect price to bounce somewhere around the weekly pivot point, maybe to 50 fib. 110 is one possible support zone, but it could go deeper to the 61 or even the 78.6 fib. Those are the kind of the levels where price could fall to and bounce. One of these fibs, I think, will be a bouncing spot, and it could complete a wave B, this being a wave A. And then if price does bounce at these fibs, it could complete wave B, blue, and start blue wave C for upside. This remains valid as long as price stays above the bottom here at 109.25. If price does break through that, then this bullish ABC pattern is invalidated and a downtrend continuation is likely. If price stays above that, a move up higher as part of this ABC, I think, is possible to the -2 or the -61 or even the -100 target, anywhere in this 111, 112.50 zone. However, this upside remains a retracement as long as price stays below 112.50 and the 144 EMA on the daily chart here. As you can see, this zone, as long as price stays below that zone, it is likely to be a retracement, and I'm expecting price to bounce and continue with the downtrend because it is in a downtrend. On the daily chart, you can clearly see that the downtrend has accelerated recently here. It had a very mild angle here, very choppy angle, but the last couple of weeks, euro dollar downside more aggressively moving lower. So I'm expecting that downtrend to continue as long as price bounces somewhere in the 111, somewhere between 111 and 112.50. If price does break above 112.50, then that would change perspectives, would analyze it again next week, and basically we could maybe expect some more upside. If price breaks below 109.25, as I mentioned, then a downtrend, an immediate downtrend continuation is likely down to 108, 107.50. And I would be looking for something like this, break, a pullback, some flag, and a continuation lower if that were to occur. For the moment, though, if price does break lower, I'm expecting a bounce and move up to this zone. If price doesn't break lower here, it's trying to, but let's say it fails, then I would put a trend line back here like this. And of course, I'm going to keep an eye on this trend line too, because if price does bounce here for whatever reason, and it does break later on today or tomorrow during the event, a breakout here could indicate an immediate move up. And then in that case, wave A is finished here. This is wave B and up for wave C. All right, so that doesn't seem as likely at the moment, but it's possible too. Pound dollar. There we go. Next one is bullish. It looks a little bit more bullish than the euro dollar at this moment. It is facing a hefty zone of resistance from here, as you can see, like this. And not an easy zone to break through. If it does, there's a little bit of space. You can see here there is momentum and it's going sideways. So if it does push higher, I think it could move up to the R1, the weekly pivot point here around 124.25, 124.35. Small zone, so if it breaks, small 50-minute flag, and maybe a small push up. Not a lot of movement or space there on the pound dollar, but it's remaining bullish. Despite the strong resistance, price went sideways and it didn't fall too much. So there's not really a strong reaction to that resistance trend line as yet. And that could indicate actually bullishness. And if we look at the daily candle, bull still in control too. So if it does push below the 21 EMA, that would change perspectives, because in that case, it seems like wave A is finished. Price could go down for wave B and then up for wave C again. Same like the euro dollar. But as long as price stays above the 21 EMA, further upside is likely at least to 124.25 and maybe further, who knows. But that would be really the first target to think about. I am interested in upside, but not now. I would like to see some pullback first and then a re-break above the 21 EMA, in my view. On a 50-minute chart, there could be a small trade up to 124.25, or if it breaks 124.25, even up to 125, but not that interesting to me. I rather see pullback and then a continuation on the pound. Now, what is the bigger picture basically? So if it does hit resistance, eventually I would expect this wave A to finish, down for wave B, and up for wave C. And I think that price could go up to 125, 126 even. It depends on the Brexit news, obviously, that could hit the radar at any moment. But just looking at technicals for the moment, those would be the target levels to think about. And I think that this area could be, again, a spot where price bounces and continues lower with the downtrend that certainly is visible, of course, on the pound dollar. Very strong downtrend. It has been, in that mode already for almost 2 years, I guess. So this is probably just a retracement, and I'm looking for a bounce and continuation of that trend in this 125, 126 area. All right, that's it for now. Join our live webinars with Nenad and myself via these two links, or subscribe to the FXDD YouTube channel. Wish you all great trading and talk to you tomorrow in the live webinar, or otherwise next week through one of these videos. Cheers.